Hi, I want to talk to you about a note that Jim put into the database a few days ago on an assignment to develop our collective understanding. First of all, this is not an assignment. You do not need to worry about this being graded. It is an assignment that hopefully will have some intrinsic value to you. That is, after you do it, you will hopefully understand the ideas in the course better and feel like you're on top of the content that we've been working with. So how do we do that? How do we go about developing our collective understanding? Well, one way that we could do that is to imagine how a summary relates to knowledge building. That is, how do we move toward collective understanding by taking what we have in terms of our summaries already and taking them toward knowledge building. To do that, I wanted to think for a moment, what are the good qualities of a summary? And I would say that the summaries that we have in the database so far show these attributes as hallmarks of what a good summary is, and they all have them. They capture the main points. They highlight important ideas and explicitly mention them. They drop less important ideas by implicitly not mentioning them. They pull together and organize ideas for the reader. And when they're done, they serve as a high-level organizer for the first-time reader, and at the same time serve as a checklist for understanding after you've finished reading. So the summaries that we have in the database so far have all of that. And in addition, it's noteworthy as to what they don't have, and that is that they're not interpreting or extrapolating beyond what is being said. They don't do that, and good summaries shouldn't do that. But on the other hand, that's exactly the sort of thing we want to happen when we think about knowledge building. So to move from summarizing to knowledge building, we're really asking you to interpret, extrapolate, connect back, and move ahead. You all know what interpreting and extrapolating is, so we don't need to spend any time on that here. Let's think for a moment, though, about what it means to connect back and to move ahead. And these are ideas that you might get a better understanding for if you think about some questions. To help you connect back and to move ahead, you might think about what are the deep questions or issues that hold the course together. What are the assumptions, or maybe they're explicitly stated, or maybe you have just sort of realized these as time has gone on, that the course is really about this or that or other things. So what are those deep questions or issues? And then consider, do we now understand the question or issue better? That is, if you imagine doing a summary for that week's readings, or even reading back and looking at summaries that have already been done, does that work help us understand the question or issues better? And then finally, have we moved toward understanding a solution or an answer to these questions or issues, or come up with a conclusion? Well, in thinking about that, it's important to realize that we don't actually have to have an answer or a solution in hand. It's the process that we get involved with. It's the process of thinking about what the deep questions are, trying to come up with a better understanding of what the deep questions are, and then to imagine that we have or are moving toward solutions, conclusions, answers to these things. If we do that, we really are engaged in knowledge building, and if we do it together, regardless of how messy that may end up looking, we will have made progress toward our collective understanding. So we hope we can work together to do this and to work out the problems that might happen as we encounter it. Enjoy.